Well, tonight's session was all about boundaries and conflict, how we deal with conflict and setting boundaries. And this is something new to me. I thought I was good at setting boundaries at one point, but throughout this codependent, unhealthy, toxic relationship, that developed over time, I really don't think I'm good at all because the boundaries I thought I would set would just get crossed, and I didn't know how to enforce, I guess, consequences or communicate things in a healthy way that would get through my partner. And I don't know how much of that's the narcissistic versus empath side of things, or is it is it even possible to communicate boundaries to a narcissist and expect them to be recognized? But my ex was totally not about boundaries, unless it was a boundary to try to control something or manipulate something in her favor, and then it was fine, and then she was all hardcore about it. But when it was something that we had discussed together and I tried to set up to help us, she'd always be pushing the limits, and then when I'd call her out on it, she'd twist things around so much that I would feel like I'm the one that messed up or crossed the boundary when it wasn't the case, or I'd end up feeling bad for bringing it up in the first place, or I wouldn't bring it up at all because I didn't want to add to the conflict or the drama or the stress or whatever it may be, and I would just suck it up and bury it, and try to look at other things or focus on other things, and let that just be there and not really address it. So boundaries are definitely something I look forward to learning more about and trying to figure out how to go about that in a healthier way. When it comes to conflict, that's something else. I mean, yeah, it's just when you have someone that's so erratic emotionally and just you feel like unstable. It's like how do you address conflict with that type of person in a healthy way? And I thought I had a good sense about me on dealing with a lot of it, but other times not at all. And then there's times where I would just shut down and kind of have that freeze response, and kind of because of what was going on, because I didn't have the answers, and me, I've always been the person trying to fix things, or the problem solver, and there's so many times where I felt like I didn't have the answers, and I remember praying and asking God for help, like, please just help me find a way to make this better for both of us, and I could never find the way. And part of me right now is still accepting that, right? Getting to a place where I accept that as that's okay. Sometimes relationships aren't meant to work out, and no matter what you do, it's not gonna fix it. So and that's okay, and it's okay to move on, and it's okay to be you and respect yourself and whatever's necessary to move on in a healthy way and enjoy life to the fullest, right? So there's so many things, so many aspects to the dealing with conflict and the boundaries piece of it. But I'm learning that those those things are needed, and understanding myself and my own triggers and my own patterns with this type of stuff is, I think, the thing that I'm learning is going to be the biggest growth for me, right? So that was our topic tonight, and that's all I got to say. So.